Hey, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world English calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world English calls Jesus. I want to give them honors to the apostles, a great millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk they like to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get some from this video. Quick video, man. I wanted to make a video concerning the topic that right now it ain't about you, because you got different Israelites, right, that believe different things, but they know that they're Israelites, right? You got Israelites that believe that the name is Yahweh. You got Israelites that want to mingle the truth with their Christian church beliefs. You got Israelites that think that every Israelite is a dark-skinned man or woman. You got Israelites that don't believe that the MOTB is a CHIP. You got Israelites that don't believe that Paul's writings, right? You got Israelites that believe works alone is going to get them into the kingdom, right? You got Israelites that don't believe on a name. You got Israelites that think that the name is not important, right? So but they all know they're Israelites, right? So you got Israelites that know different things, man, right? But in this time, it's only for the true worshipers and the true believers. It's only for the ones that the Lord has chosen, okay? Scriptures say many are called, but few are chosen. Now, it's a scary thing because I don't know if I'm chosen. I know I've been called, but I don't know if I'm chosen. But that's what keeps us humble in this thing. Okay? You got these high-minded Israelites that, be so prideful to go and say, well, I don't believe what Paul wrote. I don't believe it's authoritative. I don't believe the book of Hebrews because of this, because of that. Right? So you just a couple of years ago, you didn't know nothing. You didn't believe in anything. And if you did believe in something, it was what the world told you. And what the world doesn't understand the truth. So you believed in a lie. Because if you have 98% truth and 2% lie, your whole truth is a lie. Okay? So yeah, okay, let's say you knew, you were Israelite. Let's say you know you're Israelite, right? But you don't believe in the Lord's name. It's whatever you believe outside of your bloodline is a lie. Hey, you don't believe that, you believe that the MOTB is something else, right? You don't believe it's a CHIP, right? But you're an Israelite, right? Okay, you're an Israelite, but you don't have the truth. Let's say you're an Israelite, but you believe that heathens and Edomites can make it. You're an Israelite, but hey, you got lies mingled in there, so therefore you believe in a lie. Right now, it's not for everybody to get it. It's only for the elect and the 1/3 to get it, man. Okay? Let me go here. This is Romans 11, and I'll start at 4. It says, but what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. It says, even so then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. Okay? There's a remnant that's going to be saved. There's a remnant that's going to teach and preach this word. There's a remnant that's going to be delivered out of America, man. And throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever they may be, and that's the elect. Right now, we in the middle of a war. Not everybody fit for the battle. So if you have a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie, you not fit for the battle. Okay? Because if you mix clean water with dirty water, guess what? The water's dirty. Okay? It says, and if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. It says, but if it be of works, then is it no more grace? See, it's not of you gotta have, because scriptures say what? Scriptures say, show your faith by works. Faith without works is dead, so works is important. Right? Works is important, man. Okay, but it all boils down and go back to who's chosen. Who's the chosen? Who's the elect? Who's the 1/3? Who's that remnant that's going to be saved and delivered out of the said perils, man? Okay. It says in 7 it says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it. See, the election obtained it. So like I said, if you have lies mixed in with your partial truth, you don't have the truth. Okay, you're blinded, right? Oh, every Israel, that's a stumbling block to you. Every Israelite is supposed to be dark skinned. That's a stumbling block to you. Because when you see a Israelite foreigner, a man that looked like an Edomite, or a man that looked like a Moabite, or a man that looked like an Ishmaelite, a man that looked like any of these nations, but yet are indeed Israelites, right? It's going to be a stumbling block to you. Okay? And it goes to show you that you are light-minded because you don't understand the other side of the coin, right? Every dark-skinned man is not an Israelite. Every dark-skinned woman is not an Israelite. Just like not every pale, no pigmentation man is an Edomite. And just because that man's eyes look the way they look, that don't mean he's a Moabite or an Ammonite. Right? It's by the Spirit, man. But you got Jakes that can't wrap their mind around it because it's a stumbling block to them, so they don't get it. So they don't understand it. They won't understand it. Whether it's the cares of this world, whether it's your woman, right? Whether it's your job that you don't want to lose, whether it's the name, whether it's what you believe the MOTB is, whether it's you don't believe in this certain book or that certain book or this certain book because of this, because of that, because of this, right? Whatever it may be, that's a stumbling block to you. It's a stumbling block to you, man. And these guys that know so much, right? They know so much. They precept by they're a walking Bible, right? They know precept after precept. They know this, they know that, but yet don't know to teach with their head uncovered. You can always see you have a great shield, man. The shield is great. It's big, right? It looks like, it can protect you, right? But a couple stabs at that motherfucker and it breaks. Your handle was loose. The screws is loose. The bolt's not tightened up. That's what it's like to having or knowing scriptures, right? Knowing scriptures, having an understanding of scriptures, but picking and choosing what you want to believe, picking and choosing what you want to do. You can see it in the flaws of men like this. Then you look at men, like you look at Sakari, right? Or Alazar, right? And I mean, you look at the long hair, you look at the hat, you look at what he say you don't believe in, you look at these different things, but yet he could bring out this precept, he know the history on that, he know this, he know that, but this is the same man that tell you he don't believe in the book of Hebrews. So though you got knowledge, and there's many men like that, man. So though you got knowledge, though you know this, though you know that, right? You could look at a man like that and be like, okay, yeah, you know all this, you teaching all this, but you going against what you're teaching. That's why right now you got to have 100% truth, man. And it's only for the elect and the 1/3 on this side, man. Okay. It says, Romans 11:6, it says, and if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. It says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, so the rest were blinded. The rest of the world was blinded, and you're blinded through the stumbling blocks that was set in front of you, so you couldn't get the whole truth. Right? You got a nigga that came up to us on the highways and byways this last Saturday, and this is about his third time coming up, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's third or fourth time coming up. No, it's third time, right? And he's so stuck on the Northern Kingdom being all dark-skinned, when scriptures tell you that, Ephraim have, he has he mingled with the nations, man. He's a cake unturned. Right? And then when I broke that down to his ass, right? When I broke it down to him, he agreed with me. And then backtracked and said, because I was like, okay, these brothers are a lighter skin complexion, right? But yet that doesn't mean that they're not Israelites. I said, okay, what does this mean? Ephraim is a cake unturned. Oh, well, that means they'll be lighter skin. I said, exactly. You just said what I just said. No, but not like that, though. They'll be like, still look like a nigga, though. All right, bro. So you mean to tell me if you mix your seed with an Asian woman or a so-called Middle Eastern woman, an Ishmaelite woman, right? And you have a son, and then he mixes with an Ishmaelite woman, and then he has a son, which is your grandson. Your grandson mixed with an Ishmaelite woman. You telling me your child won't come out looking straight like Ishmael? See, but that's a concept that these niggas can't wrap their mind around, because they on some mingle the world with the truth, and that's not the case. They on some black power shit, right? But the black power don't hold no weight in the truth. That don't hold no weight nowhere. Nobody listening to that shit, man. The prophets on the highways and byways, man. Lord willing, I'm one of those men. We did way more. We moved the bar way higher than these Black Panther parties, these other so-called groups that didn't have light. Right? Because those things are of men. Scriptures say if this was of men, it should come to naught. So it's not of men. Okay, it's of the Lord. That's why you got men across the four corners of the earth that come together teaching and preaching this word, man. On the one accord. Okay? On one accord. And the ones that are on one accord that have the whole truth, those are the men. Okay? Not truth mingled with a sprinkle of lies. Like, nah, man, get the fuck out of here. Because that's equivalent to you eating, because your whole shit would be submerged in lies. Really, if you have 1% or 2%, 3% lies, that whole, it's a lie, man. You got to throw it out. It's like bacon touching your pizza. You got to throw it out. You got to throw it out. Pepperoni then slipped, and they didn't cook your pepperoni with, they didn't cook a pepperoni pizza with your veggie pizza or your, cheese pizza. You got to throw that shit out. This is Baruch 4:37. It says, Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. And that's what you have, right? Men from the southern kingdom, men from the northern kingdom, right? Across the four corners of the earth, teaching and preaching his word, man. Okay? Teaching and preaching his word. Okay, this is way more powerful than anything our people have done in the world. You know what I mean? Because any so-called organization, any so-called group that was formed outside of the truth, it all came to naught. It all got infiltrated. Right? And eventually, those who, know a little bit of truth but don't teach the whole truth for whatever reason, whether you've been paid off or you probably just don't have the spirit, or no, not probably, you don't have the spirit, even that's going to come to naught. The only ones that will stand in this time and the only ones that's going to be delivered is the elect and the 1/3, man. Okay, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. Okay, so with that, Lord, the video is edifying. Lonely Akim got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kwakadash. I want to tell you brothers, keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.